Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very good evening and a very good morning and a very good day to everyone joining us today for the VRDa1 proposition presentation. Today we are starting and updating the presentation, so whoever is attending the presentation today would see some updated information, and hence it was very essential and important to have you all joining us from the globe to listen to the new business proposition that has more information, that has updated information, and that is going to take you to a different world with VRDa1 Own, Share, and Grow. And yes, absolutely, whatever you're seeing at this point of the time, it is the business proposition. So today you'll be either a member, an associate with VRDa1, or you would be hosted by someone who has invited you to come to the business proposition. And either or, we welcome you warmly to a new world of VRDa1. This is, as I said, an introduction, and interestingly, this is an image from our head office in Turkey, where VRDa1 is a pioneering effort of a successful team with combined experience of over 120 years in multiples of industries: financial sector, or the real sector, or the infotech sector, oil and gas, facility management, and much more, including, of course, direct selling and real estate, which we will talk about in a bit in a very detailed way. I'm trying to definitely make this business proposition presentation a quick one, but at the same time would be really shedding some light on multiples of aspects of this very unique business that we have. As you can see, with VRDa1 establishing itself in 2019 officially, with more than 7 years of R&D and research and development. Head office in Istanbul, Turkey, in Ataşehir, the Asian part of Istanbul, incorporated in the UAE, USA, and Estonia, offices in Turkey, Egypt, Pakistan, and Congo, real estate in Dubai, London, and Mozambique, of course, with affiliates in more than 45 countries, as you can see from all the arrows that are pointing out, and multiples of countries, including, of course, the USA, where we are having a lot of focus, and towards the Middle East and towards the European countries. But I don't want to miss out any of these countries. As you can see, that the affiliates and the associates are in more than 45 countries, and we're very proudly a growing community. So VRDa1 success journey is, in a nutshell, with 4 global properties at this point of the time, and the strategy to grow this to multiples of properties in the coming 5 to 10 years, 45 plus active countries, 3,000 plus community members and associates. We're proud of each one of them, and 300% average year-on-year growth that was announced in the last summit of VRDa1 and the board of directors. Of course, as any company that is a professional company, we are with a vision and a mission. And the vision of VRDa1 simply says that we are empowering people globally to build their own lifestyle and live the ultimate dreams. This is a vehicle for you to utilize in the way that you wish. Again, on the mission, and the most important part of the mission is that we are an umbrella with 3 different industries under it: real estate, information technology, and direct selling, working towards financial growth, empowerment of our associates, towards contributing towards the betterment of humanity. Yes, starting with the first pillar, and the first pillar is real estate and property, and obviously it is the safest asset to be traded. And the most important, I don't want to read out the slides, but the most important of this slide is very much 2 points where we talk about fractional ownership, and that real estate is an end investment for everyone. when we talk about the fractional ownership and how the world is emerging towards that, to allow multiples of sectors and multiples of segments of people to contribute or to be owners in the world of real estate and the industry of real estate. And also, whether you're at the start of your life or the middle of your life, you would be more than happy to be part of real estate, as it is one of the safest industries to invest in. And as we know, that whenever recessions hit, the last industry that could be affected in the times of crisis and the fastest growing afterwards is obviously the real estate industry. Our real estate projects are in four countries at this point of it, or actually 3 countries with 4 projects. JVT Jumeirah Village Triangle Dubai project on the Sheikh Zayed Road going towards Abu Dhabi. On the right hand side, this is where the company is owning multiples of square feet, 30,000 over 33,000 square feet, which is about 2 floors. And here's a property with ground plus 5 stories, and it's neighboring five-star hotels. Work is happening on the second towards the 3rd floor, and moving on with this property to another property which we hold the land for. That's called the V1 Beach View, named after VRDa1, because we, as VRDa1, holds the majority of that property. Of course, this is how the look and feel is going to be once the groundbreaking happens. Then it moves on as it is a G+10 floors, 4 floors for executive offices and 6 floors for residential service apartments. And yes, it is on the beaches of Maputo in Mozambique. And of course, if you Google that, you would see the comparison between these clean, clear beaches towards and as opposed to the Maldives. You know, obviously comparing that to the clean beaches of Maldives tells you that this is sitting in a very essential area of Africa. And why Africa? Of course, the question should be, why not Africa, as it is an emerging continent with multiples of diversifications in economy that is happening over there, and how the administrations of many countries are going towards Africa to invest and diversify as offshore investments for their sovereign investments. Moving on to the property that is a second line of what VRDa1 does, because VRDa1 invests in its investment portfolio in 2 types of properties. Number 1 is developments, new developments. Number 2, and the second channel is ready properties with a brand name on it. And as you can see, this is the Paramount Hotels and Resorts, a ready property on Sheikh Zayed Road in Dubai on the 30th floor. That's where the business sits. That's where one of our properties, one of the VRDa1 properties sits. And it is, needless to say, that this property has multiples of features, with a stunning view of Burj Khalifa, with multiples of work spaces and play suites and kids studio clubs, and obviously a rooftop terrace with seating and planting. Yes, a swimming pool on the top of all that, right? On the 60th floor. And then we moved on to another ready property with this investment portfolio in London. And that's the VERSACE London. And I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the brand name VERSACE. So that's where, again, the company has invested and moved it into the investment portfolio to diversify the way we look at the portfolio, diversification, and the portfolio of investments and real estate that we carry. So that's the VERSACE London property and how it looks, with, again, 50 stories on the River Thames and London Eye, where you can see that actually from a plane, on a flight. Once you're on the plane, you can see that on the right hand side as you're moving into London. Actually, I tried that. So the second pillar of the business is direct selling, the power of leverage. And what it means is that simply this is 100% teamwork business, 100% copy of a simplifying it to a franchise business, best proof of the leverage, working from home, and billions of dollars of industry. Direct selling actually draws over $170 billion worth of revenues in retail sales. It has grown 2.3% year on year, and 47 out of the 70 global marketed reported positive retail sales. Look at it, ladies and gentlemen, $179.3 billion in revenues and growing, simply just because it has the power of leveraging. Information technology, fastest growing industry. Well, yes, we can see that. And again, when we look at the names of the businesses that have not gone ahead and applied information technology and actually grew with whatever the business is, connecting themselves to information technology, you can see that these businesses have not grown. In fact, a lot of them have flopped. Some names would be in telecommunication. I think they're very close to heart names, but at the same time, very obvious names like the BlackBerry and Nokia. Where are they now? It's just because they have not kept themselves updated with how the business in information technology and digitalization grows. On the other side, we see a lot of new names. We see a lot of fintech coming. We see a lot of blockchain related companies coming. And what is a blockchain? Hey, it is a list of records called blocks that store data publicly and in a chronological order. Looking at the bullet points, yes, it is less or no third party. It has enhanced security. It is decentralized. And apparently, a lot of governments and banking sectors are now actually taking blockchain into consideration. There's a lot of payments that are now happening towards using blockchain through the banking industries and administration of multiple industries under the umbrellas of administrations of governments are using blockchain. And it is the on the rise business. Under the world of blockchain, we have something called security token offering, STO. How does it work in real estate, for example? Well, now, when you want to buy a piece of land or real estate, you will go to the owner, the brokerage, or the brokerage service, or you would go to the government entity, or you go to all of them and have to meet them, get the paperwork done, get your property. The STO world with fractional ownership of real estate, multiples of people and owners can own the same property. It is happening, ladies and gentlemen. It's not something new, but it is emerging and moving forward in the globe. And what VRDa1 gives you is a global image of this business. You could have maybe STO companies that are having real estate as a backup for them, that are sitting in regions, in countries, and areas. But what VRDa1 is doing at this point of a time and emerging with the idea that we are going towards globalization of this business. Are we the only ones who are doing it? No, it's multiples of companies that are doing it. Look at the names: Tesla, Alibaba, Amazon, Google, Netflix. I think multiples of businesses, as we said. And the fact is that we have gone in the same pathway to take it even global, making sure that our assets, VRDa1 assets, are backing the business under the world of blockchain to give it a new flavor and give it a global flavor. Anybody knows the individual here? Well, Elon Musk, who says, I could either watch it happen or be part of it. So we're being part of it. VRDa1 introducing its VREIT, VRDa1 Real Estate Innovative Technology, based on the real assets and based on property. VREIT is basically what was introduced by VRDa1 as 350 million STOs 40% of them are now available for the public, for the community, as it's growing under the umbrella of an ecosystem, as you can see, where it has about 5 elements, and the green ones are the ones that VRDa1 launched so far in the journey of the 3 years. DaMETA, VRDa1 Knowledge Platform and Real Estate-Based Business Trainings. Number 2, VRDa1 Fractional Ownership, and I'm going to shed some light on this in one of these upcoming slides. And the VRDa1 ICO platform, the VRDa1 Travel and Tours, and VRDa1 Real Estate Marketplace. We are sustaining, we are looking at strategically having a sustainable business, I must say, because it doesn't work if you have only one element that you're proposing to the world, but you're not looking 30 years from now, or 50 years from now, or 100 years from now. VRDa1 wanted on the first board meeting, the first strategy meeting, to be a business that lasts for generations. The Meta platform, yes, it's the very first decentralized ICO-based knowledge platform, and it is technology-based. It is going to be connecting itself to the metaverse. It is going to be multiples of skill developments based on skill developing under the industry that is within the umbrella of VRDa1. And yes, it'll be real estate technology. It'll be real tech. To learn real tech definitely will be the best mix of real estate and cutting edge technology. So yes, Meta, and as the name says, the DaMETA1 will be having a close relationship with whatever is happening on the metaverse world. Then the second thing that you can see is the VRDa1 asset fractional ownership as part of the sustainable ecosystem, redefining the future of real estate. How does that work? Hey, this is what we have announced as an organization. VRDa1 announced it in its fantastic summit that happened in Thailand, and you can follow that on the VRDa1 Talk YouTube channel, creating, and then of course also the social media channels that we have, creating a transparent ledger system for real estate, fractional NFTs. Have you heard about that? It's not going to be the ape, it is going to be an NFT based on real estate, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, each token issued for asset represents a fractional ownership percentage, allowing own in any luxury real properties. Of course, the first property that we started doing that with, the NFT that was based on the Paramount of Dubai, and you could be also part of it. Here's the journey, a very rich journey with multiples of takeoffs and milestones from starting from the 2019, where the vision was established, and until now in 2022, where we launched, as promised, the NFT-based fractional ownership based on a real property. VRDa1 ROADMAP, of course, as a professional organization, we need to really look at the years to come, and up to 2025, these are the green lights that we have ticked off, moving on towards also publishing our audit reports, establishing and incorporating ourselves in multiples of countries, and yes, looking at a launch of an exchange and listing ourselves as VRDa1, the global marketplace. Why would we believe in that? VREIT, reasons to believe, because all the projects are based on a token, on an STO, that's called the VREIT, and everything is centralized and holding asset. It's regulated in corporate structures in multiples of countries in Estonia, and we're aiming at regulating it in, again, another 1 or 2 countries. So stay tuned, supporting all the ecosystem projects, making it a very sustainable business. The product packs, this is, you'll be wondering, so what are you proposing here? What we're proposing to the world is VRDa1 loyalty packs, where you can get trainings and back office and support system loyalty programs, VRDa1 community tokens based on VREIT, and the ecosystem. And here are some of the associations, the connection that you can have in associating with VRDa1, with packages of the, or buying the packages of the loyalty packs to get access to all what we promised in our loyalty packs, starting from the $200 to the $50. And of course, each one of them, since they are based on the real estate, they would have an escrow period where you cannot use or utilize your money because it goes into investing in the portfolio. But at the same time, you'll be getting some benefits and awards and rewards by putting your money and associating yourself with VRDa1. Here's the product bonus, where the product bonus says that if you are putting your money and associating yourself, we are going to, since we are pre-launch, the bonus rewards are limited time offer. The bonus rewards will be in the form of VREIT points that you can utilize in the ecosystem of VRDa1. It will be having escrow periods, and it will be having bonus awards and rewards, as you can see through the laser pointer here, with all the packages that we have except for the $200, allowing people with a little bit of amount of money the chance and the opportunity to also be part of the association and the community of VRDa1. Going to the larger packages where you will have 12 bonus redemptions, for example, for the $50,000, and that's the bonus that you're going to get for putting this money and associating it with the packages that we carry as VRDa1. Benefits and features, yes, it's an own assets in the shape of VREIT tokens. All the VREITs are backed with real estate, properties, and ecosystem, increasing the value of your assets in the future through appreciation of the price, obviously. Benefits of limited time products, bonuses reaching up to 150% based on VREIT points, increasing the value of the reward in the future through appreciation of VREIT prices, returns, and dividends for investing your VREIT in VRDa1 ecosystem, and decreasing and eliminating any risks through limited time product bonuses in the VRDa1 ecosystem. And we keep emphasizing on the ecosystem to really showcase and make sure that it is underpinned with sustainability and diversification. So why VRDa1? Why would I associate myself and put my money towards that loyalty pack of VRDa1? Hey, yes, there are multiples of reasons. It is a debt-free company, very big tick mark, because VRDa1 does not use the bank's money to grow its business. It is using the associates and the founders' money to make sure that this business grows for everyone towards digitalization and towards sustainability. Universal line of products, opportunity to build a global business from home, worldwide recognition, and of course, it's a futuristic plan with all the trillions of dollars of business that happens in the worlds of blockchain and metaverse and NFT. Yes, we're inviting you to be part of it. No monthly purchases, tokenizations to gain efficiency driven by digitalization, an ecosystem, and I keep talking about the ecosystem, and the opportunity to being a part of a global community. With this, I'm coming towards the end of the presentation part one, and this is to let you know that it's an introduction to the proposition. Tomorrow at the same time, we are going to be detailing the benefits of the business. If you or your associates, friends, family, interested individuals around you are interested to join us to see the benefits of this emerging, unique business model and business, global business, please join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. I hope you benefited and we've opened up a door for you to understand that there are new things that are happening in the world, and we would like to invite you towards it. I thank you very much for attending today, and I look forward to having you also tomorrow attending the presentation, also with guests if they're interested. And don't forget, go to VRDa1 Talk on YouTube channels and visit our VRDa1.com social channels to understand the business even further. Thank you very much and have a great evening. Take care and bye-bye.